Hello, insiders. I am Rene Ritchie, your creator liaison, and today I'm talking with Veena. Veena, what is it that you do at YouTube?
I'm a product manager at YouTube, and I work on making the front end experience for our viewers really awesome so that it's useful and modern and just an overall wonderful experience.
So we just rolled out another, I don't know what you want to call it, a milestone, like another group of features. And I think sometimes creators look at this and say, these are just like viewer features. What do they matter to me? But I think it's fair to say like the happier viewers are, the more time they'll spend on YouTube consuming creator content.
That's 100% right. When you have happy viewers, you have happy creators and also happy advertisers. And it's just a great ecosystem all around. There are some that are also very creator friendly. When you say subscribe or like as a creator, those buttons light up and they glow up just to give a little bit of delight and connect the UI to the creator. So it doesn't distract you from the video, but it makes the whole thing come together really nicely.
How does it know that? Like, is it just listening for the words? How does it know when to do the glow up?
We have the power of transcripts right now within all these videos. And so we use that to identify and use machine learning to identify phrases. So where you're saying subscribe or like in the right context. And we also ensure that it's not glowing up all the time and distracting from the video. So we have some nice thresholds in place. And so far, viewers are absolutely loving the feature.
Like you mentioned, like this is just one of like 36 features this year. How do you decide which features to do? Like, how do you prioritize all the improvements you're making?
The main input that goes in here is feedback. So first, we start out with what are some top user issues and what are the top user requests. Then we look at what the experience is today and how we can make it better. And as we design and have new ideas, we put them in front of users and we ask them, which one do you think is more modern, more appealing, more fun, more useful? And we use that data to drive which features should go into our launch versus the ones that, don't.
And you mentioned like the subscribe and the like button, but you also have comments now that are more dynamic. So instead of just that one little highlighted comment, it seems to cycle between a few of them.
Our goal is to bring the watch page to life and show the presence of the community. As part of that, we introduced this feature called rotating comments. Then, you can see that there's more than you who's watching this video and has thoughts about this video.
Also, the description is being broken down now. So instead of it just being like a random jumble of text where you're not sure where to look, there's a really nice treatment for things like YouTube links, for social links, for different parts of the description.
As you can imagine, description is opened a lot by our users because they want to dive deeper into the video, get to know more, whether it's products or just more information or links, or get to know the creator through the social media links. We've made thumbnails bigger and much more immersive imagery. We straightened everything so it's fully neatly aligned. We ensured that the creators are able to easily have rich text formatting. So we made those changes in YouTube Studio with the bolding, italics, strike through. We have even more that we're planning in this space because we know how important it is for the creators and viewers to connect through much more information than just the video.
Sometimes creators aren't sure if anybody ever looks at the description. Like we say, link in the description below the like button, or we'll tell people like in the previous video in the description, we tell them that, but we're never actually sure that they go there. So it's sort of gratifying to know that people really do.
Definitely keep working on those descriptions because viewers are going there.
I know like sometimes seeking features are controversial because like creators feel like, oh, you're helping people move through the video and I'm maybe going to lose watch time. The way I've looked at it though is like if people get frustrated and can't find what they want, they might just leave the video. So I actually like it when people can get to exactly what they want, especially if they've watched the video already and now they want to show their friend or their partner, or they want to go back to a favorite moment.
We think that seeking is a very core user journey for our users, and it's an important one to invest in. The kinds of things that we did when you scrub on the player, we made the thumbnails much bigger and they occupy the full player now. We also made seek cancellation easier. So if you thought, oh, let me go somewhere further down in the video, but actually never mind, and then you can just scrub back and it'll snap back to where you were if you can get to the close position of where you were originally. And one of the big features that all of our viewers really love is when you long press anywhere on the player, the video plays at double the speed. In the past, we also launched additional seeking features. Like last year, you can zoom into a particular video. You can, if you pull the player up, you can seek to a more precise seeking. And previously, we also launched most replayed moment chapters. So seeking is just a big, big journey. And we want to continue to invest in it. And we think that there's just a lot there.
All right, let's talk UTab. Not me specifically, but you, like you get to see your own tab. How did that come about?
We started the journey on UTab because there were a lot of user complaints on understanding where their information was. For example, they didn't know where to look for their history or for their Google account settings, and they were going between the two places. So we came up with this place that is yours, so you can find your stuff and all about you.
So what are the bit of feedback that we get sometimes is that people worry that if they hit like switch account, they're going to hit log out account. How do you like balance like the affordance for a button with like the safety zone for a button and where you stack things in the interface?
Yeah, there are a lot of considerations. One is usability, just making sure that things are used in the right way, and we put it through thorough testing. We also are very careful to make sure that we're meeting the accessibility guidelines and making it a great app for everybody. There's data to tell us if we are missing the mark, because if we have a lot of logouts, we know that, hey, something fishy is going on. We didn't do something right. We make sure that all along the way, there's the right set of guardrails to make sure that, the app that's being used by billions isn't set up in the right way.
One of the things I really like this year is nobody wants a destructive feature. Like if you are watching a video and you accidentally fast forward, you accidentally skip to the next video, then you go back and it just like, you just feel like, oh, you feel frustrated. So now you've given us like a lock right on the interface.
We offered lock mode for this exact reason that you shared, Renee, because users have a lot of accidental taps. And all you have to do is go to the three-dot overflow at the top right, whether in portrait or in full screen, and hit the lock button.
It's not just the main app that's gotten some attention, it's Living Room. And I think this appeals to a lot of us because we've been hearing all year about how Living Room continues to be like this growing surface for YouTube and for creators.
Yeah, Living Room is one of our most popular surfaces, and we definitely want users to lean back and enjoy. But also lean in when they want to. So one of the things you might notice is a beautiful new search. So it's a very content-forward search, and it helps you like search much faster. We made the watch experience better by not obscuring your video. So the description is on the side, and it helps you still continue enjoying the video while diving deeper.
I know you mentioned that you're still working on more features, and I know you can't give us specific spoilers, but as you look ahead, like maybe not even to next year, but just like to the future in general, where do you sort of see like the design and feel of YouTube going? Is there like a North Star that you focus on when you start thinking about new features?
Yeah, our North Star is based on user feedback. We have a great design team, and we're constantly jamming and coming up with new designs. And sometimes we get them wrong, sometimes we get them right. So our North Star is to use user feedback to tell us which direction to go. So we put it in front of hundreds of users and ask them, what do they think? And we use that to tell us whether something is more modern, more appealing, more fun. And we use that information to guide us. Please do share any feedback or comments you might have so we can make the app much more modern, fun, and useful and delightful for all of you.
And insiders, you know what to do. Just drop all of those comments in the comments and otherwise keep it real.